good strategy. So this might really suck. We're going to find out as we go, but I had an idea, like a nucleus of an idea, and I thought, should we go with this? And then I thought, no, that sounds like a lot of work, and I don't know that that's worth doing. And then I thought, but if I don't do it, I'm gonna kind of wish I had, and maybe I should say I'm gonna do it, and then I will do it, because I won't want to lie. And so I stuck a message in the Disc Jam Discord saying, I have an idea, and I'm gonna give you the details in a few days. And then I thought, well, maybe I will, maybe I won't. But I thought, because I've written the message, I'm more likely to do it now. And so I had to think about it a bit more. And I fleshed out the concept a bit. I started writing some code. And once I got to a point where I felt like it wasn't a pipe dream, it was something I could actually pull off. And I wasn't going to hit loads of like programming errors and stuff. I thought, yeah, I can write this up now. So yesterday I wrote up the rules, or the outline for what we're going to be doing in the tournament's channel on the Discord. And then I spent last night and this morning writing the code and finishing it off and getting it polished and to a place where we're ready to go on day one. It's been a very fast turnaround, to be honest. So if there's any bugs or issues, well, we'll just have to work through them. But I think we're good. Most importantly, I have my cup of tea. Yeah, that's it, DrWhistler. So the idea is, it's called keeping it 100. Obviously that has a different meaning as well. Basically, it means be good to yourself, be honest, and do your best, which I think is a good mantra to have here. And also, with the introduction of private lobbies and custom game types, I'm now able to set it so we can aim for, instead of 50 points, we're going for 100, hence the keeping it 100. We're going to limit it down to one set instead of two, so basically instead of having two sets worth 50, you've now got one set worth 100. This is going to just keep it easier to keep score. And it avoids that problem of building momentum. If you have a big rally, and maybe you end the set on 70, then that's your first set done, and you start set 2 with a blank slate. It's like, man, what a shame that big rally that you scored at the end of the first set didn't mean anything. Well, now it will, because we're not going to stop at 50. We're going to keep going until we get to 100, and 100 is the point at which we stop. The game is over, and we have a winner. If the winner is you get on the leaderboard, and you get a score based on your performance. It's not just that you've won, therefore you score 1 point or 10 points or whatever. If you win, we look at the amount of points you scored, maximum of 100, and then we subtract any points that I scored. So let's say I score 50 points and you score 100 points. You take my 50 away from your 100, and your score for the week is 50. Now what I'm hoping this is going to achieve is, there's a number of players out there that can absolutely smash me. But I didn't want them all to be joint first. So we needed this sort of delineation that would allow those top players to compete amongst themselves to try and beat me the worst, essentially. And then I thought, well, what happens if I get jammed 100-0 by 7 different people? So I thought about a mechanic to combat this, and I came up with combining Disc Jam with my other streams, which are a Toe Jam and O speedrun stream, and making Disc Jam into a speedrun game. So I'm going to time the games. There's going to be a timer on the screen as we start playing, and if there is an equal number of points scored, maybe it's 100 because I get jammed, but this could also apply if, you know, you score 100, you win, and I score 10. Well, you would end up with 90 points, but you might have other people on the board with 90 points. So we need a way to differentiate between first, second, third, etc. And so basically the person that beats me the fastest will then be ahead on the leaderboard. That's how that works. Do I need to discuss anything else, or is it all pretty much obvious? If you want to play, there's a 100 emote on Twitch. Spam it down and we will get a game sorted out. You can play once per session, and there's like 4 sessions a week or something. It's going to change depending on how available I am, but the sessions this week are now Monday 8 PM UK time. Bear in mind this is all confusing because the clocks go back tonight and or tomorrow night, and it all goes a kilter. But Monday 8 PM GMT, Wednesday 8 PM GMT, and Friday at 10 PM GMT. Bear in mind it is now 2 PM GMT on Saturday, so I'm hoping that by doing a 2 PM and 8 PM, an 8 PM and a 10 PM, we're hitting enough time zones so that we can get everyone involved that wants to get involved. Anytime during these sessions that are running, feel free to spam those 100 emotes. Let me know that you are up for playing. You get to pick the region, so let me know which region you want it played on. I will set up a private match. The match room name will be 100, and the password will also be 100. You got one shot at this. You get one crack of the whip. If you win, I take your score. If you lose, your score will be 0. If you want to better your score, you can. But not during the session that you've played in already. You have to come back and try again in one of the other sessions held this week. The leaderboard exists for a week. We have week 1, we have week 2, we have week 3, and then the season is ended. And we have overall totals. So it's a 3-week season. And during that 1 week, you can attend as many sessions as you want, and you get one crack of the whip at each session. You also get an extra life each week. So at the start of week 1, where we're at now, everyone that plays gets 1 extra life. If you lose and you score 0, you can choose to play your extra life and rematch. Bear in mind there's like 4 sessions a week. You only get 1 extra life for the whole week. If you use your extra life and you lose again, you just got to wait until the next session. You don't get another extra life on that session as well. This is a one-time thing. You can hold off on it and use it in the last session of the week if you want, however you want to play it. But everyone is entitled to 1 extra life. This is because I just didn't want people to come and have a one and done and go, oh well, I lost, that sucks, I'm not going to bother again. I want you to have a proper go at it. I'm going to give you all an extra life, but we're not going to get ridiculous with it and be here all day. So 1 extra life. Does that explain things? US East? So what you want? Alrighty, so this is going to be game 1 of the league. Myself and DrWhistler. Unbelievable. Stadium. It's the orange one, isn't it? Alright, we're going to do points per set 100, because we are keeping it 100. Sets to win 1. It is a straight sprint to 100 points. We're going to time the game. We're going to log the time. We're going to log the score. So it's not just who wins, but it's how much they win by as well. Ready, steady, go. Timer is off. So you'll see that the set counter at the top is now obviously looking different than you might normally see it. Oh! DrWhistler takes a 26-point lead. DrWhistler wants himself on that leaderboard. He's got to go through me to get there. There's 9 points against him. Make that another 8. He's currently up 9. So if this was the end of the game, he would have 9 points on the leaderboard. Of a possible 100. So up to 53, this would be where the first set ended and the second set began, but we're keeping it 100 today and we're just going for one set with 100 points. I have a 3-point lead going into set 2 if you want to go by the usual scoring methods. And I hate to say it, but DrWhistler has a 24-point deficit going into set 2. Compared to where it would normally be on a second set. Frustration from DrWhistler there as he concedes an ace. That's 10 points, nice and easy for me. Oh. I'm up to 92. No. And there is the game, as I am the one who manages to keep it 100 on this occasion. I was a little bit late on the timer, but we're getting the hang of doing this, so let's add in the time as it is on the screen. DrWhistler scored 61. I scored the full 100, and the time was 3:57. Enrico said in the Discord that it's a record time he's set beating me there. That doesn't count, buddy. You gotta do it for real now. Enrico's playing McKenna. Trying to beat me in my own game. As the first 23 points go to me, voting is open for the duration of the first set, which is the whole game. So if you want to hold out until somebody's at 90 points before you vote, you can do. Man, if I jam someone on a 100-point set, the button will never be pressed as hard as I could press it for this win here. Nah. I don't know, dude. I think the way that the leaderboard's set up, I think it's looking bad for you. So I think I've cocked it up, and it's going to be, if I beat him quicker, he hasn't done as well, but he'll be top of the leaderboard, if you know what I'm saying. I need to tweak that, if that is the case. I think maybe it should go by how many points you realistically got on the minus front before it counts time. I don't know. Need to think about it. No! I guess the time thing's only really applicable when you're talking at the top of the leaderboard, somebody who's got 100 points, not somebody who's at the bottom. I don't know. We gotta work this out. No! Alright, we're up to 91 points. Now's the time to vote! Exclamation mark red or exclamation mark blue. Hey, Caden. Ooh, boy. $98. There it is! The 100, as it is I that keeps it 100 on this occasion. Alright, again I was slow on the stopping the timer, but we're close enough. So, DrWhistler did it in 3:57. Enrico takes 4:42. Let's have a look at where that puts us on the leaderboard. And you can already see at the top of the screen where it puts us. Both players have scored 0 by proxy of defeat ultimately. But that isn't the telemetric right now while the leaderboard is looking as it is. The telemetric is here. DrWhistler scored 61. Enrico scored 71. A better game score